Hey friends, welcome to Stacking Pennies, breaking down all things Monster Mile this weekend. Denny Hamlin gets the job done, breaking it down with my buddy Ryan Flores. Buckle up. It's going to be a wild show this week on Stacking Pennies.
Stacking them deep, selling them cheap.
It tastes like gasoline, rubber, and victory.
We're just out here stacking pennies.
All right, we're in it, guys. Welcome to Stacking Pennies. Corey LaJoie here alongside Ryan Flores. Much to talk about, buddy. How's it going?
Oh, I'm dragging ass today. It was a tough one yesterday. I think everybody
in Dover.
I don't run a whoop, but like our guys, when we got in the van, they were like, "Dude, my whoop's at like 19." Yeah, that's
a hard day's work.
It was a long day. Dover's always tough. Where you park, walk. You gotta walk a lot.
Especially
when it's all laid out,
too.
and then it was like 4 million degrees,
Humid.
1,000% humidity. Then it rained. It was a long day, but man, it's the baddest racetrack we go to.
It's so sick, buddy. And you can kind of get a feel for how fast it is and how gnarly of a racetrack it is on TV, but you just don't. Like, you have to be standing on pit road or driving it to know how much the cars fall into the hole and how fast they're going.
Oh, so sick.
I miss the feeling, like, if you're pitted down towards turn 4 and you see the first car go by, like, whoa, and you're like, whoo, buddy, let me get the blood pumping.
Yeah, and that's just it's a badass place. I'm happy we go there once. I was telling our guys, because they were like, a lot of the guys on my team now are like younger, and I'm like, you guys don't understand. We used to have to do this twice, and
Never used to be
Pocono twice for 500 miles, and New Hampshire twice.
Yeah.
Like, this is I like it that we go once. There's a lot of people there. It was really exciting. Racing Bowman Gray the night before was a tough choice.
Well, hey, runner-up finish.
We finished second. Tim Brown, I don't know.
Tim Brown won one. First
Brown
one of the
won
season.
one. I got to watch the 83 right in my
You couldn't give him the business?
sights. I got the second. I'm like, sorry, Tim, but I just couldn't get there.
Why you couldn't get there?
No.
2025s?
Yeah, he was just better than we were. We were just okay. But it was fun. Bowman Gray's fun.
Does it pack out every week?
It packed out this weekend because there's monster trucks.
In the infield?
Yeah, they ran the monster trucks, and it kept raining, which was good kind of buffer. I was watching those monster trucks load and unload. One was significantly nicer than the other one.
Now, is it like monster trucks like Gravedigger, or is it just like rednecks in Albemarle that have just like real souped-up F-250s?
It's about there. Yeah, one was quite a bit nicer than the other one.
Yeah.
It's cool, though, like watching them unload and put the tires on them and seeing how they go was cool. And, yeah, it's just fun to go race.
When's the chain race?
They have them all the time. I don't know. I got to look at the schedule.
I really want to do that.
We need to get you and Higgy or Sean in the chain race.
No, me and you, buddy.
I don't know if I want to do that.
So those who don't know what a chain race is, there's two cars chained to each other, hence the name. But the car in the front has the gas pedal and the brake lines are cut. The car in the back has no gas pedal, but it only has the brakes.
Brakes, yeah.
You're the brake guy.
Yeah, that would be good. I've seen you wreck a lot of stuff in the day.
I have. We used to be going fast right before point of impact. Before we get too deep into it, some sad news. A friend of the show in the NASCAR sales department, Aaron Woloff, passed away. So prayers, thoughts to his family. Unfortunately, he's a young guy in his 40s. So he's been a friend for a couple years now, just in passing at the racetrack. He's always been a smiling face. Unfortunately, he passed away this past week. Yeah, not only Aaron, like I said, thoughts and prayers to his family, as well as Rex White, Hall of Famer, near and dear to the NASCAR family. So 2 tough losses in the NASCAR community, but that's the heavy stuff. Let's get to the lighter stuff, because somebody was vandalizing Marcus Smith's property this weekend. I got 4 or 5 people sent me that same picture.
Really? I didn't. That was right over from our pit box, and I was like,
somebody were like,
getting ready for the race, and like the race was starting, and I was like, 01 SPP, and I was like, oh,
yeah,
01, that's Corey. That's us.
Yeah, somebody, like, that's a lot of work with a Sharpie, because it looks small. That's a 2 foot by 2 foot mural of 01 SPP, and this artist is unknown. It's anonymous right now.
I don't know who it was. If you come forward, you'd be the penny stacker of the week.
Yeah,
but
big time penny stacker of the week.
A lot of penny stackers at Dover this weekend. A lot of people coming up. Hey, man.
I feel like
They didn't
Dover.
realize I was fighting for my life to not have a heat stroke early on in the day.
Dover is like the spot where like Northeasterners come down. People from Pennsylvania, Ohio, they go east as well, and then you get
a lot
some
of
guys
dirt
from
racers.
Virginia.
A lot of Bicknell hats. A lot of
Joya.
a lot of big block dirt modifieds.
And apparently one really motivated guy with a Sharpie to write 01 SPP on the wall. Shout out to that guy. We're all over the place. So that was pretty cool to see. Yeah, somebody texted me like, hey, are you up here vandalizing property? I'm like, no, I'm on my couch right now. What do you mean I need to do?
Yeah, we use a sticker.
Yeah, how to use a sticker. It's
the
way,
right way.
way faster.
Some more
to put
news
that on the
before
wall.
we got there. Chicago Land Street Course.
They pressed pause on that.
I think that's smart. Julie Geezy's been busting her butts, and I think that it was kind of an overwhelming sense that this was going to be the last year, but it's been a great event. I think the mayor was like, hey, man, this is a great event. July 4th is our big time with our fireworks and everything that's going on in the city. Maybe we can park it at a different place instead of trying to get on the schedule for next year. Let's take some time, figure out kind of tourism, what our numbers look like, and we'll find a good spot where this race lands, where it's not going to rain every freaking time we come. So I think that's smart. It opens the door for Chicagoland.
Yes, it does. And it seemed like I think Carson Hocevar stopped by there on a layover or something and got a tour of it. Doesn't look too bad. Takes a little bit of elbow grease and a weed whack.
But if you can bring back Wilkesboro, you can bring back any place you want.
That's right. So, yeah, Wilkesboro was decrepit, dude.
Just done.
And just, I mean, you get Dale Jr. motivated to do an iRacing scan. Now look what happened.
Yep.
So it would be cool to have Chicago back. I think this car would really deliver. The next-gen car would really deliver a mile-and-a-half worn-out racetrack like that.
I like the way the NASCAR schedule is going for too long, and a lot of people that are, a little bit older like I am may remember, like, through the 2010 to, like...
It was the same thing for a decade.
Same thing every week, so monotonous. I like that it changes. It doesn't have to be the same each year. We can move stuff and shake stuff up and go different places. And just because you go there once, like Mexico, you don't have to go right back, right? Like, let us go every couple of years, and I think that helps build the crowd, and we're seeing it. I mean, I'll stand up on the pedestal and say, 3 places need 2 races: Daytona, Talladega, Martinsville. That's it. Nowhere else. And it opens us an opportunity to go to new markets, new tracks, and have, just a great product.
So you think Martinsville needs 2 dates and not Bristol?
No, Bristol's no. Well, yeah, Bristol's so great. We put dirt on it.
That
What we're gonna do in that? Maybe we put.
That was an abomination.
I thought it was cool when it lasted.
Yeah, it was,
once or twice. Yeah, it was tough, but I do think that Bristol needs 1, because a Bristol night race, if you only have 1, it'll fill back up again.
yeah, maybe so.
Maybe for the spring race they can play baseball, football. Maybe they can play pickleball in there. I'm not sure.
A lot of pickleball courts.
I heard them talking last week about putting a roof on the place and having WrestleMania in there.
That'd be sick.
That'd be great. I'd be
go
down
with
with that.
Hell yeah. They would look so small though, like the little ring.
Oh, yeah. You're just watching it on. And what's that thing called? The
Colossus.
You're just watching that. You could basically just sit at home and have a better view.
You probably could.
But it'd be cool.
I wouldn't be sad if we traded Chicago street race for it back to an oval.
I wouldn't be sad.
There's
for
only
that.
one person who
Neither
really
would Brad
is.
Keselowski.
Huh?
Brad Keselowski wouldn't be mad either. He was really harping on that.
Yeah, both of those guys were heavy on the two road courses.
If I'm a Cup driver, I would want less road courses because you have no chance to win unless the 88 blows up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was walking in the garage this weekend with Steve Dorn,
Crew
chief for SVG, and I said, buddy, like, great job. People don't understand the amount of pressure that you're under to deliver with that guy, because it's like, yeah, either you win or you're a donkey.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, man, it's like, he said, I don't know if it's for public knowledge, but he said that Justin texted him like 6-7 months ago, like, hey, we got a lot of people coming to Sonoma. We have to win Sonoma.
Oh, no pressure.
Like, no big deal. And there's way more ways to lose them than there are to win them.
It's so hard to win a Cup race. No, even if you've got the unicorn driving your car.
Yeah, but he was just like, man, Shane. I was asking about Shane's feedback. He said it's so good, and he knows exactly what he wants, and he executes at such a high level. We don't give him enough credit just because we haven't watched his career, but he's the tip of the spear as far as V8 supercars. But he did say, I said, buddy, you got the metric worked out for you. He said, I told Shane. So the metric worked out for him where they were starting 6th with no practice.
Never
or
been to
qualifying
Dover in a cup car.
At Dover. He said, I told Shane, make sure you take a deep breath before the green because you're probably not going to breathe for the first 10 laps. And I saw him going backwards, and I was like, man, he's really
he had a puncture.
Struggling. But
he had a puncture.
Then I was like, oh, no, he's got a problem.
Yeah, a puncture.
Way up the racetrack, lost a ton of spots here in that 88 car.
Watching this, yeah, he was going backwards quick.
Somebody else that really benefited from the metric was McDowell. I don't think he passed a car all day, but he just hung around. He bled a spot or two and ended up 11th or 12th.
Passing was not easy.
Yeah.
We noticed that. I think Briganti told Zane, he's like, it's all about track position here. There was only a few guys going forward, but you'd see the 9 was hauling ass, and he'd get to the back of the field and just kind of park it there and not be able to pass. So that became a strategy. For stuff like that, it becomes a strategy pit crew race because the better you can do getting a couple spots on pit road, then you get if you get a spot or two on pit road and it moves you up a line for the choose, then you get a better choose than maybe 3 spots. Now all of a sudden you pitted the 1 lap after the restart, you're 5 spots ahead of where you were when you pitted, and that's how you make those track position. That's where you see the strength of your team all day long.
Before we get recapping the race, what do you think about the stash right now? It's kind of dialed in.
The haircut toned it down a little bit.
The haircut toned the mustache down?
It doesn't. Did you trim it?
I haven't.
I
trim it above the lip like that.
Maybe the rest of your beard is growing in. Maybe you need to shave it.
I don't know. The wife hadn't said anything to it until she says something. Even if she says something, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna let it eat.
Yeah, assert dominance.
I'll tell you though, I do feel like I have more testosterone coursing through my veins with this thing on.
That's good.
Especially this Mark Martin shirt.
That's it.
Sick,
all print Mark Martin shirt. It's a lot, but I like it.
I like how it says, "The bad bird flies."
I wish it was a Viagra one. That'd be fire if it was a Viagra shirt like that.
I'm also still not quite old enough that the bad bird flies really rung a bell. And then I was looking at it why did it say, what's the bad bird? Thunderbird.
Thunderbird, yeah.
Anyways, let's talk about the race. So
I want to make a shirt like that.
So the all print, I don't even know if they can do them anymore.
They got to be able to do them, dude.
I don't think they can.
It's the year of our Lord 2025, and they could do that in 1995. Surely they have an easier way to do it now.
Some kid in Bangladesh with a hot iron this on, bro.
Well,
that's what that is.
Yeah, but get some kid in Gastonia to do it.
Maybe they might be able to do that. All right, let's talk about
Dover. If you
can
all print T-shirts, call me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my Bowman Gray stuff done.
Yeah, there's all front print, but there's something different about sleeves
yeah.
American flag stripes on the sleeve.
Every shirt that that's cool now. So every shirt that I have like that or I've been collecting, my wife steals it.
It even smells old. I mean, the wife washed it too. Still smells.
They're always gonna smell like that. And I like the thick neck. Got the thick neck color.
Yeah, that's right. All right. You know who else did wish they had a little bit thicker of a neck was Eric Jones because he poured his tires.
A little bit thicker of a right rear tire, right front, whatever it was. He was running above the gray. He was running above the rubber.
So I'm on HBO Max. I'm thumbing through some different onboard cameras, and he's the first one at Dover in particular to get up on the fence, and he starts hauling ass for 15 laps, making speed.
Bad idea.
Right side's up in the gray, which when it's gray, that means there's no rubber laid down, which it's just cheese grating your tires.
That's fresh sandpaper compared to used sandpaper.
That's right. That's all that is. So he got the hey while the sun's shining and it shine. What's the saying? The sun don't shine on the same dog's ass. What's that?
I don't know that one, man.
That's why. Look at that thing corded. Was that the right rear of AJ's car or the right front? Right front. He was going forward too, right up to the point where he had no rubber left in his right front tire. I like that. I like the. You can go burn it up if you want it. The drivers have been screaming about it. Degradation.
I wouldn't say the tires were degrading because Denny won on 75 lap old tires.
I
they
agree.
would give up. That was also the first run after a lot of rain, so the track was pretty green.
Yeah.
So no matter where you go, Martinsville would do the same thing. So I don't know that this new tire had a lot of degradation or
it laid a lot of rubber down. It was hot, obviously, like you mentioned, so it's going to lay a lot of rubber down. You can't make Dover just makes a lot of grip, man. It doesn't matter how soft of a tire you're going to bring. All you're going to do is make the cars go faster in the center of the corner if you bring a softer tire.
Yeah.
And you'll have
you're not
less
gonna-
throttle time, which what we saw. We see him keep bringing these softer tires, which I don't necessarily agree with. The middle of the corner, your min speed is up 7-8 miles an hour from relative to what it was, and now dirty air is even more of a factor, and the passing's even harder.
Oh, dude, you see the ARCA car blow tire?
Oh my God, Brent Cruz.
I was talking to.
I was a little concerned about it. You watch his post-race interview?
No.
He said, "I'm just glad I'm okay," like 7 times. So I'm like, I've been there.
Yep, Corey's been there. You're concussed, my
You're
friend.
not okay when you're saying you're okay 7 times, but he walked away, looked visibly okay. That was a chunk, bro.
Then it melted down at the start-finish line.
Oh my goodness.
Brandon Ward was telling me that he was running an ARCA race there back in the day. And he's like, I was behind, or was Bush North. He's like, I was behind Matt Kobeluk. I was running second. And he blew it right front. And it was like somebody just picked him up and took him away. He was just gone. He's like, we were just running, and then he was gone.
Yeah,
I didn't even see him.
That's the monster. That's the monster snatching.
Because
you, bro.
those guys were kind of getting frustrated because at Bowman Gray on Saturday, we didn't have any practice or qualifying. It was like, just go race. And they're like, how are we supposed to practice? I said, they were like, how are we supposed to go out there on these tires? Like, we needed some laps. I said, think about the guys at Dover tomorrow.
Yeah, dude.
They're going to rifle off into the corner, and that's when he
180.
was like, homie, that's a different place.
Yes, dude. You can't even. It takes your breath away.
Yeah.
If it doesn't take your breath away, you're not in the spoon enough.
Yeah.
That little right stick makes it go real fast. What else we got here?
That's it. And that's what this place breeds. Like Christopher Bell, one of the best race car drivers in the world, spins out not once but twice. The first one just cooked it in there on the outside a little bit too hot.
So he said,
lost right rear grip.
We saw this. We usually see this in practice and qualifying because combination of two things. He said that was the first time he restarted on the front row, so it was the first time he had clean air on it. So he's going faster, and
You got more front downforce.
More front downforce. You're within 2 or 3 miles an hour of being into the stop to where you can control it versus not. And that was a little bit too much low air pressure, so the thing's making a ton of grip. You watched it here. If you watch the right side camera, the windshield camera, the 11, you see the diffuser, and then he's around. I'm telling you, the littlest bit. There she goes. It just bounces that. It compresses the sidewall of the left rear tire, and then it pops it, and you lose left rear traction in your passenger. Amazing job of keeping out of the fence. Amazing job by everybody, but not just pile him in the door.
Hey, man, that's a tough spot.
And was able to keep going and also rebound. He went long, caught the caution with the drizzle, flipped it back, and got back in position to win the race, really and truly, until he spun out again. Racing for the lead. Before we get there, though, Ross Chastain chunked.
I thought Joey wrecked him, but he didn't. They were
No,
all running into each other in the middle of the race, I guess.
the one had a tire go down. I think it was either right front. Literally, if that tire could have hung on for another 30 seconds, the rain comes out.
Dude, we chunked one back there with the 21 car with Ryan Blaney. I don't know, 10 years ago. And he come off of 2, blew right front, hit the fence. And then like on pit road, we just get back to the garage, we're fixing it, and I look at him and I'm like, he is concussed bad. And we're like just fixing the car, and I'm like, yo, he's just get the car fixed. I'm like, he's f***ed up.
He's in there doing this number.
No, I could just tell. You just know somebody. Well, then after the race, he goes back out, finish race. But after the race, I watch back the in-car, and he hits.
Takes a little nap for a minute. He was tired.
And then he wakes up and puts it in gear and comes to pit road. And
yeah, got to go.
We did not need to go back out there. Like this plate, off of 2 there, it seems wild. But then off of 4 seems even tighter. You're just not carrying as much speed.
The transition from the banking to the straightaway off of 2's more. You're in the hole, come out, and it'll just do like the 4-wheel push.
Yeah.
The 77 also, I don't know if we have that clip or not. He was fast. He was on the other side of the metric. Where were we? Sonoma, something happened where he didn't finish good there. He got spun out. So he started deep and was working his way to the front. Pitted. We'll probably talk about it in pit road boats and woes. Had the fuel can still in, pull it out, drive-through penalty under green, which is a death sentence at Dover. 2 down, right behind the 20. 20's leading the race. He's trying to make a lap the old-fashioned way. And he's starting to get frustrated behind him. I watch him. I'm like riding along with it. And you hear the communication. They're on him. All right, try to go get it. And the 20 was arrow blocking him, dude. Like anytime he had a run, block. Rolls into, does like a little bit of
Almost killed him.
boom.
If he would have caught the 20, he was like 3 inches away.
He
from
was
catching
3
the
inches
20.
away from wrecking the leader.
That was a big
But that
chunk.
difference between being 2 laps down and 1 lap down, like once you're 2 laps down, your day's done.
Done. You
So-
never get it back.
Here we got pulling the replay here. The 77 roll tight.
Oh, we might not even been 3 inches away. But
It
then
doesn't
he
look like
bends a
much.
toe link and his day's done.
No, it wiped the right front lower off of it. They
did
were
it?
done after.
I thought
yeah,
they were
done
just
after
fixing
that.
toe link.
No.
Well,
so-
better off to be done than to ride around 2 laps
Oh,
down when
so that's cruel and
it's
unusual
1,000%
punishment.
humidity at Dover.
Cruel and because then you're in the way. It's absolutely terrible. All right, so we get a bit of a I don't know what you call it, intermission.
It poured down rain for like a minute and a half, and let's just cross the question of the week because Higgy says, was it worth drying the track? Absolutely, because what happened was it poured. It started like a little bit of rain, and then it just poured enough to like you off. Like you're at the pool party with your parents, hanging out, everything's fun. It pours down rain, everybody runs for cover, and then it stops, and you're like, oh, now
But
it's just
your one
more.
kid's still in there playing.
Now
trying
it's
to get
just
struck
more
by
humid.
lightning. Yeah.
Well, it got morbid. But it just got hotter. But right away, it poured, and then right away, the sun came right back out.
Yeah.
So like, you could see the steam off the track.
There's a rainbow.
And I told our guys, I said, we're going to be racing again here in about 30 minutes. And everything just dried super quick. That place dries really fast anyway because it's concrete, and they have gotten so much better in the last 5 years that like they had the Air Titans. But then they have these like propane trucks that are just torches, just gigantic torches. So there were still weepers though, and there was a big weeper
right at the crossover gate.
No, there was
that.
Like
Right underneath
probably,
the SPP.
if we're looking at this, like probably halfway between the exit of 4 and the start finish line, right where the 54 car is. So when they wrecked off of we start this video of the restart wreck with 8 to go.
Don't start it yet. But
When they wrecked, I thought it was because they hit the water. And I
no,
was
they
like,
were.
did
wrecked.
they hit the water and they wrecked way earlier?
The 20
That's
was
where I
wrecked
was like,
at the 3/4 mark. He just didn't know it yet. He didn't pick a spot out. I thought it was interesting though the different tactics during the rain delay. I thought that was interesting, just following along with them interviewing guys. And Denny pro move went to the bus, changed. He might got snuck a shower in,
changed in the street
freshened
clothes?
up. No, just put a new suit on, dry one.
Smart.
That's a very smart move because there's nothing more uncomfortable than a wet, hot fire suit. My man freshened up, probably put a little powder, got him dialed in to go.
His cool suit wasn't working that
Cool-
race either.
His cool suit wasn't working, so he cooled down a little bit, but he probably did jump in the shower. And then tightened the belts and got after it and earned it.
I couldn't even get my fireproof underwear off yesterday. Like my top, I could. It was like
It's like
stuck.
saran wrap, bro.
I'm like, I can't get it off.
It's the worst.
Can we run the video now?
Well, let's set the table because there was people that pitted and people that didn't. So the first person on tires was the 45 here, and he restarted like 9th.
He's on 4 or 2,
But
he's on 2 tires.
both of these guys are on 2. So the 19 was on 2 as well. He had a big boy move into 1. So the move is
Buddy, he changed his whole race.
he changed the whole race. Instead of running about 6, he was on the 19 took 4 tires. He even had the decision to go bottom or top. He said, I'm going to go top because I know exactly what I'm going to do.
Well, and with 4 tires, they're all blown up at qualifying pressure or damn near close. So
Right.
it's like
Big
the
grip.
it's like, hey, you better go
Now.
and you better go like right when the green flag drops.
Yep. So let's run the tape because if you watch the 5th car back in the top's the 19. He just holds her wide.
And the 54 and the 45 are next to each other racing.
Well,
for
the
$1
3
million.
bogs the bottom down and the 19's off with a big run off at 2. They're side by side. Both ends of the
take
car.
it.
I'm taking it. Thank you. Through the wet. Big move out of the Mr. Briscoe to get to 5th. Caution comes out here. The 20 racing side by side. That's a racing deal, man. Nobody did anything wrong. The 11 didn't put it on his door. That's just hard racing for the win at Dover.
Yeah, I hate it for the 4. The 4 was having a good run, and obviously the 24. But, yeah, the 4 needs a good run. They're buried in points. So, to be running in the top 10 and then knock the front clip off of it stinks.
Yep, stinks and sucks.
Can't believe
and then the
everybody
20, again,
missed this.
doesn't get hit. Spins in front of the field twice, and nobody touches him.
Golly. Oh, gosh, that's such a sketchy spot to wreck.
It is.
I always think about the Clint Boyer Xfinity wreck where the
Oh, man. Did you see, like the 4 was trying to get woed up and just tank slapped it? Whoa.
Well, the 54 hit him. He blamed it on the 54, he says. His story, not mine.
Oh, man, the 20 was off the bottom a little bit, trying to stay in the gas. The 9's in-car camera here, if you have it, is really good to watch it, too. Or the 5.
Whoa. Oh. I cannot believe everybody missed that wreck.
So the 24 has it cleared. I'm through it, Harry. Nope. Pow. Dang it.
That should have been a 20-car pileup.
Yeah, it should have. So the next gen car is bigger brakes, bigger tires, stop more. Oh, okay, the 54
Yeah,
just
54,
ran
yeah.
all over. Sorry, got to go race for $1 million. Get out of the way. Yeah, he did have it missed. Oh, that stinks.
Rats.
So let's re-rack it. Now I bet you Denny's a little bit nervous with the 19 sitting there on 4 tires, pumped up. And I'll tell you, man, they rifled off through 1 and 2.
I thought the 19
another
had 'em.
restart. So the 5 didn't get going at all.
Oh, this is okay. Yeah, this isn't the one. I forgot about this restart.
Big shot from the 19 to the 11, gets him out clear.
Dude, Kyle Larson had to be tired. He ran the Kings Royal the night before. I was tired from Bowman Gray.
He don't get tired, buddy.
He
don't get tired.
He also didn't have to set the pit box up. Good
Where
for
did
him.
didn't he finish second, third?
I think he finished 3rd.
So they wrecked down the backstretch here. Ryan Preece.
Oh,
38.
he wrecked us.
Yeah, you guys get banged up here too. Smash, smash, smash.
Dang it. We were going to have a top 10 day, I feel like. Definitely top 15.
Did the old flop there. Hard to even know whose fault that was. Big moment here, right, though, is right now. So Ty Dillon took a wave around to get back to 1 lap down in the same lap as John Hunter Nemechek, who he had to race for to beat to get into, what do you call it, the final of the
So
in-car
the 10
tournament.
took a wave around?
Just before this caution, took the wave to get to 1 down. This caution, he squirts by it. He gets the lucky dog. The 42 does not. So he essentially insulated himself to where the 42 couldn't pass him, as long as there wasn't another yellow.
Oh.
Okay. That's just 3 wide off of 2 at Dover's not going to happen. And he left plenty of space. Zane did, and then that's it. It takes all commit, man. You're just in the loud pedal trying to go put your car in whatever available asphalt or concrete there is, and sometimes it doesn't go your way. So let's re-rack it one more time. Overtime number 2, Denny Hamlin, teammates. Chase Briscoe on the front row. Chase gets a decent restart, is able to grab onto him. Right here, Denny, wide open. Almost clears him, but here, still out there.
The old man's still there.
He still got it.
And he also knows that, like, hey, that's my teammate. He's going to have to race me a
Yeah.
certain way. So he, maybe backs the corner up to get the exit.
Yep.
I thought the 19 had it here, but, man, it gets tight off 4.
Man. So, fun fact, Denny Hamlin ran the fastest lap of the race that last lap.
That's
Yeah,
so
on
crazy.
however many lap tires, clean air, and he had to have it. Kept the leg in the spoon.
Never lifted, you said.
Never cracked it. Never thought about cracking it.
Since when can we run cup cars around Dover on 70-lap tires without lifting?
It seems like if you drive a Gibbs car or Hendrick car, you can do that about anywhere relative to everybody else. Right now, they got those things dialed.
Yeah. Yeah, Gibbs and Hendrick, I'd say, kind of owned Dover. 6 of the top 10? Or the first 6 were all Gibbs or
Well,
Hendrick
if we wanted to
cars?
get real into the weeds, I think I saw a stat. Furniture Row and Stuart Haas are the only 2 teams in the last, 15 years or something that have won a championship. It's not a Joe Gibbs car or a Hendrick car.
Penske.
Okay, so the big 3 teams.
Yeah.
Are the only 2 besides those 3 teams that have won a championship.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
And Furniture Row was a Gibbs car.
Right.
And Stuart Haas was a Hendrick car for a little while, and then they did. Stuart Haas was booming for a little while.
Well, yeah, just they were the satellite team that they could take a Hendrick car.
Yeah, but even when they went to
make
Ford,
it cheated up.
Rodney and them.
Mm-hmm. What else we got? Anything else? Anything good cooking?
Got some good boats and Woes stuff we can talk about. Let's get to Pit Road, buddy.
Shall we? Let's go ahead and bring it on down. Pit Road Boats and Woes coming up right after this. Hey everybody, Corey LaJoie here. And summer is in full swing, so let's shine a light on sun protection. Whether you're out at the track, out on a job, or just enjoying summer weather, daily sun exposure adds up. About 90% of non-melanoma skin cancers, such as basal cell carcinoma and cutaneous squamous cell carcinoma, are linked to ultraviolet, also known as UV, radiation from the sun. The good news, simple steps can make a big difference in protecting your skin. Wear long sleeves, a wide brim hat, and even some sunglasses. Use broad spectrum sunscreen with SPF 30 or higher and reapply every 2 hours. Our sponsor, Regeneron, is raising awareness of non-melanoma skin cancer with the Let's Get Real About Skin Cancer educational program and encouraging people to take control of their skin health. Visit letsgetrealaboutskincancer.com to learn more and take the pledge to see a dermatologist for an annual skin check. All right, let's roll with some Pit Road Boats and Woes. A couple of them affected the outcome of the race, but the first one, what do we got?
First one is the 22 car. They're saying has a little bit of trouble leaving. Haven't seen it yet. Oh, yep, 35's coming around. So it's the gift and the curse of pit stall 40. They picked the last pit stall, so it's the first one when you pull in the pits. Unfortunately, when there's a competition caution like there was at Dover, every car is on the lead lap because it's only 35 laps into a run. So when you're that far down pit road, I've always been a proponent of picking past the start-finish line towards turn 1 because it just gets congested when you go to leave, especially when you're like there's chance at 2. Here, there's really no chance at 2 tires unless you have like 10 laps left in the race like we saw yesterday. But it really gets convoluted, and what you feel like you gain on rolling time, you end up having to check up and you give it all back up. Paul Wolf loves picking pit stall 40. I think if everything is clear and on a sunny day, your rolling speed, which is your time from you leave the pit box till line the line, is better.
Yeah.
But the sun's not always shining. You got people merging in front of you. In this all-take NASCAR world, you could be rolling 10 miles an hour faster than somebody. They're just going to pull up in front of you.
I also think guys like Paul Wolf like to be able to make the call.
Yes.
If the guys are pitting or not.
If guys are pitting, I agree. There's some advantages down there, but they did lose 3 spots on that. They had a really fast stop. They had to check up for the 35, lose 3 spots. You just kind of get buried there for the run like we talked about earlier. You lose 3 spots for the choose. You could be 2 rows back from where you came in, and then you kind of just sit and run there the whole rest of the run.
Yep.
Next one, the 77 team removing equipment. They get a gas can drug. I don't know the gas man's name offhand on this car, but I will tell him this. If that gas can's going down pit road, your ass better be attached to it, and he let go of it.
He did let go.
You better ride that thing down to the ground. You get an F for effort, buddy. Sorry. I don't mean to put you on blast. You better be attached to it.
Yep, he was not.
So that's a Hendrick team. Another Hendrick team with a Woe here is a 9 car. Now, the 9 car is kicking everybody's ass at this point. They're in pit stall 1 at Dover, which is a huge advantage. And they come around to the left side.
And an awesome chase from the same place, controlling the race.
Can you rewind this a little bit? Come back. I want to stop it right when TJ gets to the left side. So I saw Bozy talking on Twitter. Bozy's a great follow for looking at stuff like this, talking about the plate not being all the way down. TJ's plate's all the way down. He just shallow sets it. So jack stop, jack plate.
I love it when you talk dirty like this.
Right?
Yep.
And there's like a little bit of a kick up. But you want to get the jack plate right in the middle of the jack stop or maybe a deep set. When you set it on the end, it's like a seesaw.
Yeah,
hits it,
I know.
And it spits it out. So
you gotta get it. You gotta.
Luckily for TJ, you're smirking over there. You're trying to make this some sort of sexual connotation or something.
No,
weird.
I just like how you break this all down. It's really in depth.
TJ, when he does this, thank God, you can run the tape. The left rear gets wedged in the back, and it comes down on the left rear. If that left rear tire was all the way out, that thing would have been on the rocker panel.
Pick
it up, the flat tire jack it up, So then you lose, instead of losing 4 seconds, you lose like
20.
15. So they did a good job coming back from this. TJ understands it, gets it back under the car, put the tires on. You just lose 5 seconds, a couple positions. Everything's tight. You move on with your race. Now, your pride is hurt, but they came back, executed, had a solid rest of the day.
But lost control of the race. They did put themselves. They rallied to put themselves in position to win, but they lost control of the race. The 9 car was blazing fast, leading. I think you could have swapped any one of those 4 cars in the top 4, the 20, the 11, the 9, maybe even the 19, and they could have led the race. And that's what kind of shuffled the 9 to 4th or 5th, and wasn't really able to get back to the front row.
I'd say that there's a large emphasis on the 9 car to be back to being a dominant car like they used to be. And they've fallen off. They've fallen from grace there a little bit. I think we could all agree.
Since when? I think they're back.
They haven't dominated a race. Like, that was the most dominant Chase Elliott's ever been in a race from the stats, from what I saw. And they haven't dominated a race like that in a long time.
Have they
now,
finished
when you do that
outside the top 20 all year?
Listen. Finishing inside the top 20 is one thing with a Hendrick car. Winning races and being the most dominant car of the race is a whole different thing. It's a whole different animal.
Yeah.
And when you're pitting like that, it's uncomfortable. And if you but you also have to know, like, think about the 48 team. We saw a lot of lowlights from the 48 team back in the day when Jimmy Johnson was racing. Everybody would always kind of harp on the 48 team. It's because the majority of their pit stops were in the top 5. So if they ever had an issue, you always saw it.
Yeah.
This 9 team is getting back there, and when you're dominating a race like that and you have a hiccup on pit road, people inevitably start to chirp, right? Just like later on in the race when Alan comes to take 2 tires, Alan's one of the best to ever do it. Start chirping, right? Both tire changes on that car. Everybody on that car has won a championship. They know how to do it. Nick Odell is probably one of the winningest guys on pit roads, won championships. Hell, he was on the 9 car with Casey Kane, the 18 with Kyle Busch. I think he was the blue M&M. And then he's been with the 9 and the 24 for the longest time. So they're a great pit crew. Calvin Teague has won like 4 championships between Jimmy Johnson and Kyle Larson. He was part of the
front changer?
He was a rear changer. He was part of the 5-7 swap, and then they pulled him back up off the 7 onto the 9. So they're great team. But these are the little bit of tarnishes that you have to work out. When the same thing we had to do with the 12. Remember when I got back with the 12 car, where it was like finding different ways to take ourselves out of it. And it sucks, but you got to work through it. They're a great pit crew. They've proved last week they were great at Sonoma, and when you have a setback like this, they regained control of the race again. But yes, it is. They're going to have some tough conversations this week at the shop.
The magnifying glass is bigger. When
Absolutely.
You're on the pointy end of the garage for sure. So the 20 was rallying here. So after he spun out on the restart with Chase Elliott.
Second gear.
Getting ready to come to pit road here.
It's raining. I'm staying out. It's raining.
Wow,
Okay, stay
good
out.
call.
It's
That's
raining.
Chris Bell that did that?
Yeah.
So everybody kind of knew that the rain was coming.
Caution.
Even
Caution
we,
is out. This is a
the end of the second
massive
stage,
break for
there was 2
Christopher
cars
Bell.
behind us. We just
Unbelievable
stopped. We
call
filled
to
our
run long. Remember,
car
he
all the
spun
way up.
leading,
Took
so
the
he was
time to
out
fill it
there
all
on
the way
old
up.
tires as we were
to,
waiting for him to pit. Bell and Dillon had yet to pit. We'll see if this weather
to
sinks
just
in.
kind
But
of
what a
knowing the
gamble
rain was
for
coming,
the
so we
20.
could run long
Bell's
to
on
the rain.
63 laps today.
So the
but had
20
the
is
spin-
in a unique position because they're trying to get track position back. So they know that they're racing to the rain. Everybody's like, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's like 2 miles away. It's coming this way. I mean, Ryan Bergenti, our crew chief on the 38, right, front row, you would say front row's systems probably are not as good as what Gibbs and Hendricks are. He's like, it is at the back of the grandstands. I know exactly where it is. It's got to be raining. And Zane was like, yep, it just started. So for the 20 team to kind of educate Chris that the rain was coming, let him know, he probably was educated and knew, like, it's going to start raining at any moment. If it does, abort.
Yeah.
And that's what he
I would
did.
say
Heads
that
up play.
The
by
water
Chris
drops on the
Bell.
windshield is also a pretty good indication that it's raining. Heads up call by Chris Bell.
Absolutely.
So I kind of saw this. I didn't have the audio on at this point at the time. So this is after they get back going. They get the track back dry. So the battery pack for the caution for the pit road open close light, did it die?
You'll see the guy sitting there, or the guy hunched over in the video is changing out, I believe, the cable connection. I think some water got in it or something, and they had to go back to old school flags for
Yeah, because
for
I
a
don't
minute.
think it's a.
They always do the flags anyways.
No,
Do they
no,
not?
No, they don't. They use the lights.
I like the flags.
Oh, they do
Keep
too.
that guy busy.
I thought that was a damn generator powered though.
I don't know. It's never been something I
That's what
even
that little
thought about.
Honda generator is there. But I remember him saying like, "Yo, they're using a flag for this because there was also a pit road light on the front stretch, like the end of the front stretch, maybe where pit out is. So I would use that to know when pit road was open. But yeah, you just go back to old school flags. Look, you got to have a plan for everything.
Yeah, I like the flags. Bring it back. A little old school.
I like the blue flag.
Still don't know what that is.
Whatever was blue, it's definitely blue now.
I still can't believe that guy got his arm ripped off for just displaying the blue flag.
11 team wins the Dogs of the Week. They've been Dogs of the Week, I
Hey.
think, more than anybody this year. I saw a pit stop, their front changer, Austin. He pulled the tire and doinked it off the nose, and it flipped in front of the car, and he was dead in the water. And he just, like, scooped it. The harder you work, the luckier you get.
Yeah.
But he was lucky as hell because he just kind of scooped it and rolled it, and it did, like, this floppy, sloppy roll back to the wall. And those are the ones where they either take a right or you get it on the hose or the jackman runs you over, but it like worked out and it was still like an 8.6. And I was like, I've done that. It's turned out really bad. I've done that where it's turned out really good. He got away with one, and the 11 team goes back to victory lane.
What was the stop in the Xfinity race? Was it Taylor Gray's where they dropped the right side jack and the hose was underneath the right rear tire and the guy's like, yo.
Yeah, been there. That sucks. You know what the best thing to do there in that situation is?
Push the car forward.
Roll the car forward.
Yeah.
But the driver's sitting on the brakes, so like,
Right.
you don't know. So you run back with the jack. But yeah, man, that sucks. It's people don't realize that the behind the wall support is so important. That hose throw, that rear hose throw is one of the hardest things to do. And it's tough because like for the road crew guys, that's a part of their job, but it's not really a part of their job, but they get scolded.
Yeah.
About like these new Paoli hoses, they're heavy, so when you throw them, they hit the ground and they bounce, and you don't really know where they're going to go.
There's a lot of different ways to mess one up.
There's a lot of ways to mess one up, and everybody's pulling the rope. So,
Yeah,
Penny, for your thoughts,
some guy
questions.
just got done coming back from a smoke break behind the porta john.
There's not a lot of that anymore. There's not a lot of that
Toss this
anymore.
thing out
just
there
to
in the
be
middle of
honest
pit
with you.
road. What do you mean? Throw my hose the wrong way. I'm just putting it out there. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
so
These
but
damn
that's-
diva tire changers.
Devil's in the details now.
That's
That's where it's at. You can't have those attitudes are not in the garage anymore. Fortunately, and unfortunately for some guys.
Well,
Penny for your
fortunately for
thoughts.
us, we got some good Penny for your thoughts questions.
Kyle
this
Noble,
week.
15.
This
first
guy
one.
is a dedicated penny stacker.
Love it. Thoughts on getting rid
Did you see,
of the
this is
digital
the cat
mirror?
that made the sign. You see it?
Oh,
It's
he's the
still-
one that made.
apparently
sprint
based off
cars?
his profile picture.
You're
yeah.
damn right.
He's got a 7 hat on. This is the most important sign that's ever been made, ladies and gentlemen. Put starters on sprint cars.
Oh yeah, he signed it. There it is, Kyle Noble.
Yeah, there it is in the nonsense garage. So I appreciate you making that sign. We're trying to spread the word.
That's a real one. Now you've been on your soapbox about this one. Let me read it. Thoughts on getting rid of the digital mirror to help with some of the mirror driving problems?
It would absolutely help. It would definitely help. Problem is, there'd be certain drivers that are like, oh, it's a safety issue, and you can't put the toothpaste back in the bottle.
We have spotters on the roof.
Dude, I'm with you.
Oh my god.
You can see too much.
You can see too much. You've said that since they started doing
You
it.
can see too much with the cameras because the vantage point is higher, and you can see a bigger angle of. You can see your left rear quarter, right rear quarter. You can and you can also move the camera to wherever you want to put it. So you can literally like look out your windshield and then just flick your eyes down an inch to see the mirror back up to the road. If you're looking at a mirror, right, it only can be in one place for you to see anything. It's up and to the right. If you're looking up and to the right, that means you're not looking down and to the left where the corner is.
Yeah.
So
Kyle Busch said that you should pick the spotter or the digital mirror, but not both.
and
So
I'm sure that he probably said that with some cuss words in there too, which I agree. You got like I'd be curious on a poll if the drivers think they need to lose the rear view camera. It is not a benefit. Cool trinket. I'm sure that all the suits
that
with
seems
all the
easy. Why don't
OEMs,
they just do it?
all the suits at the OEMs, like, oh, we need to start putting some stock products in these things, like a Camry XLE's got. No,
It's not making the racing
it's a
better.
stock car.
It's not making the racing better.
It's not.
At the end of the day, it's
making
not
it
making
worse.
the racing better.
It makes
gives
mirror
you-
driving easier.
We need more opportunities for offense, less for defense, I'd say right now. So that would help. That would help that equation. take one of your defensive tools away. So we'll see what they do.
Yep.
Gressy4, in your opinion, where does Denny rank all time with your top drivers list?
Great question.
So, like, I can only judge it off of being a competitor. I can only judge it off of, like, current competitors who we've competed against.
Mm-hmm.
I can't go back and talk about, like, Tim Richmond or Dale Earnhardt even, or Richard Petty. I don't know. As a fan, you know, I'd say that he's not where Dale Earnhardt or Richard Petty is. He hasn't won championships. But as a competitor, I know that 11 team, each and every week, is a team that can win. And that's hard.
I watched this. I had this thought watching his post-race and all the stuff. I also don't think Denny gets enough credit. Sure, his team has been a championship contending team since he got to the Cup Series. But as many crew chiefs as turnover, as many mechanics as he's turned over, and Denny continually makes his team and leads his team to be that successful, needs to get the credit that it deserves. Without putting a whole lot of thought into this, right? You've got your Mount Rushmore. There's, in any particular order, Richard, Dale, Jimmy, Jeff Gordon, David Pearson, Tony Stewart. Fill in the blanks for me.
I think Logano's there with Denny. Maybe not quite, but he's won 3 championships, so he's like there's points where I think
Cale Yarbrough, Darrell Waltrip.
I think Logano's in that mess in there for sure.
I agree.
Yeah.
So do you put Joey? We got to take our friend hat off for a second. I think, man, consistency for the longevity of his career. Now, Joey does have potentially another 10 years to keep going, right? I mean, he can do it as long as he wants to until he decides to stop doing it.
I mean, listen,
three
you'll be judged in 30 years from now.
Championships.
You'll be judged by championships and race wins, and 3 championships is no joke.
But
I do think I take Denny
58?
Hamlin over Kevin Harvick any day of the week.
I would take Denny Hamlin over Kevin Harvick. I think Denny,
especially because he gives you way more room on pit road.
Without
Threw
sitting
some
here,
shade at Kevin Harvick last week. He used to try to run you over on pit road, and he's like, tire carriage needs to get out of the way. I'm like, yeah, you would say that. He was the worst offender. But anyway,
without sitting here writing it down numerically, I'd put Denny 8th or 9th
all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going that high, but he's definitely. I'd say he's in the top 20.
Top 20?
Well, if we're talking top 20 all time,
yes.
So that's why I can't. In the last 20 years, I'd say he's in top 7. In the last 20 years, Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon,
Kyle Busch,
Joey. There could be arguments for like Matt Kenseth, Tony Stewart. He's better than Casey Kane.
I'm taking Denny over Matt Kenseth.
Now, is he better than Carl Edwards? I mean, he stayed around longer.
Yes.
I don't know. Like,
I think Denny, his ability to drive a race car is elite.
I get that.
Better than exceptional.
Yeah. And listen, he's one of the guys that's crossed over that was great in the old
Gen
steel
6.
body cars. He
COT.
was great in COT cars, all through the iterations of them, and now into the next gen car.
Yeah.
That is impressive. Man, I don't mean to loom this over his head, but he's got to win a freaking championship. Like, he's been so close, man.
If Denny wins a championship, he doesn't get any higher on my list.
He gets higher on my list.
Who does he beat? Joey?
I don't know. Himself now? He's just higher than he would be.
Instead of from 9B, he goes to 9A?
Yeah. I don't know, man. These are like rhetorical questions. I just think Denny Hamlin's one of the best to do it in the last 20 years that I've been around.
If we got into the real weeds of like how strong top to bottom a cup field is now relative to what it was 25 years ago, that bumps him up points on should bump him on anybody's list.
It's super impressive to me that he's been able to win in every kind of car. I mean, you see Kyle Busch's struggles now, right? Kyle Busch was great in an era.
Mm-hmm.
Denny's been great from start to finish,
yeah.
from his rookie year to now.
Yeah.
And like you said, with a lot of different people, but with the same number, almost the same sponsor for the whole damn time. So,
and also too, like Jimmy, GOAT in many ways, was atrocious in Busch car. Not very good in a truck. Maybe we only ran 1 or 2 truck races.
Denny's good in anything you put him in.
Anything you put him in,
Yeah.
Denny's going to haul ass.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to sit here and compare the two because Jimmy Johnson's Cup career is unbelievable. But, like, when you talk about there's no such thing as magic, the 48 team for a couple years had magic. They also had a lot of luck because they created their own. But the consistency of Denny is, like, pretty damn good.
He's always had great people around him, great pickers.
That's what it takes.
Like
you don't become great without great people around you.
But if you don't have great people around you, you're not like great people want to work for great drivers.
Yes.
Here's some interesting stats, I think. Jimmy Johnson, 700 races. According to Racing Reference, he has 83 wins. Denny Hamlin has 706 races under his belt, 58 wins. Joey Logano just eclipsed 600 this weekend. He's got 37 wins. So 100 less, but 100 less races, 37 wins. Matt Kenseth, if you look at him, he had 697 starts, 39 wins. So they're all right there.
He's got a lot of wins, dude.
He's 58. That's a lot.
I think if you're really wanting to, like, make this opinionated list on, you have to look at win ratio.
Win ratio is important.
Yeah, win ratio is important.
He's got a good one.
We could sit here and debate this all day. I'd like to hear somebody else's take on it.
Yeah, I don't know. To the question, where does he rank? As far as what I would say is as far as guys that you want to be on your team or have drive your race car, Denny Hamlin's like the tip of the spear.
Yeah,
he's one of the best of the best.
If you've got a 4-car team and you're looking to fill it out, past, present, future guys, Denny.
Yeah, and if we were making a NASCAR video game with rankings, with attributes, he would be one of the highest.
Yeah.
So speed.
What would be if you had a 4-car team? Who would be your guys? Who would be your line? Past, present.
Past or present?
Both.
How many past guys? How many present guys?
It's your team, man. You're the one who have to pay these guys.
Present guys, it would be Kyle Larson, Joe Logano, Denny Hamlin, and Ryan Blaney. That would be my present guys. I'm sorry, Chris Bell. I like Joey better than Chris Bell.
So I'll do a present one as well. I'm taking SVG, Denny, Joey.
Better hope they don't take any road courses off the schedule.
As long as they've got one, I'm fine.
Well, and I like drinking beer with SVG.
Yeah. Who's somebody else?
Chris Bell.
I like Chase Briscoe.
You can't listen.
He's
I didn't
buddy.
pick any of my people by my feelings. Emotions don't go fast. All right.
No, but three of my picks were statistical picks. One is I like that guy.
Okay. All right. Well,
I'm trying to think of my past. If I had a 4-car team, if I was J.D. Stacy back in the day, who am I hiring?
back in the day,
Yeah.
I would have hired Tim Richmond, Dale Earnhardt,
David Pearson,
and Jimmy Horton. Jimmy Horton's dog, Jersey guy.
Steve Kinzer.
No, Steve Kinzer didn't do real great
No,
in
he
Cup
didn't.
cars.
All
Hard
right.
crossover.
Let's shift gears.
Let's
to
shift
something
gears.
that's-
Bristol.
The Speedway Classic. It's gonna be. I'm going. So I'm going August 2nd. It's gonna be awesome. And they released their
What are you doing there?
jersey, hanging out, watching baseball. I might be doing some content there. I'm still trying to figure that out. But more. I love the flame bill.
You like flames.
It's so
I like
corny.
the checkered flags.
It's you're
on the hat.
Dude, these jerseys are sick.
Racing type numbers on them.
Yep. But
Love
the
that.
Atlanta Braves with the flames.
You're a checkered flag hater.
I just don't like checkered flag. Now,
Okay, let's make a bet.
Yeah.
You say checkered flags are bad luck, so I'm taking the Reds
You
to
can
win
take,
the game.
I mean, the
I'll bet
Braves,
you $20. The Reds
all right,
win.
I'll take that bet.
You're taking the Braves.
The Braves are not good this year, but they got fire on their brim like a 2002 Jeff Gordon hat. Give me that.
I like it. The helmet's even got checkers on it over there.
So they're definitely going to get blown out, bro.
Taking the Reds, man.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool.
Checkers versus
2nd.
Flames.
Yeah. What else we got?
Is anything grind your gears?
I've been having a pretty good couple weeks. We took the bus to the beach last week. That was a blast. when you are bringing your kids on a vacation, all it is just introducing new ways for them to die. You have to just be more alert on vacation than you are at the house.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that your relaxation comes when you get back from a vacation, and then you already know the ways that your kids can die at your own house. So it's like, I only have this to worry about. You go to water parks, bro. Jensen about died. Some stranger had to pull him out of the deep end because he went rogue and jumped in the deep end when he knows he can't swim. And then the red flags for the riptides were out all day at the beach. Levi's in there like he's swimming around like he's damn Shamu, but he was fine. Then I'm telling you, butts to nuts packed on the beach. I've never seen more people at the beach.
What beach were you at?
North Myrtle. Shout out TJ Bell and Callie. They have a condo there. We were hanging out. They had the whole setup with the deal and the umbrella and the chairs. There's nothing more American than just sitting your ass on a chair, getting cooked by the sun and drinking all day than doing that. That is as American as it gets.
I don't like bringing chairs to the beach.
I hate it.
I'm a towel guy.
You're a towel guy?
I grew up at the beach.
I think you're too lazy to carry the chairs.
1,000%. But back where I grew up, you had to ride your bike everywhere. You didn't have a car, so you'd have to ride your bike. So you had to be pretty minimal, just a towel. And you didn't even have cell phones, I'm old. But we went to the beach the other day, and Carissa wanted to bring all these chairs and everything when we were in Jersey. I said, I'm not going to the beach. I have to bring all those chairs. A towel and some sunscreen. That's all we need.
That's it. Some zinc oxide.
The kids will be just fine. Let the water and the sand do the rest. So, yeah, that was a sticking point.
He had everything. The wagon, backpack coolers. It was awesome.
Out on that.
I got hammered.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
That sun will get you. What were you drinking?
It's just margaritas.
There's these deals called Surfsides now. They'll get you.
We had some of those.
Ooh, they'll get
green
you,
tea, vodka. Yeah. I had 3 or 4 of those mixed in between.
Those will get you. They go down smooth.
Yeah. When your ass posts up at 10 o'clock and you don't stand up more than twice between there and 4:30, and all you're doing is just sitting there sipping, it'll sneak up on you.
I went to Carowinds with the kids. The water park on Friday had a traumatic experience. Didn't eat breakfast. Had to take it. I've been on an antibiotic for sinus infection and didn't eat with it. Ended up at the water park all day, not feeling too good. Then Harper wanted to go on the Copperhead, which is a badass roller coaster.
Yeah, it is.
Which was a great idea until it was over, and I puked all over the place for the next 3 hours.
You were that guy.
I made it to the garbage can. Then I made it to the bathroom. Then I puked in a Snow White popcorn bucket from maybe Disney on Ice that was in the back of my wife's car on the way home.
Was it Harper? Let me see that bucket.
Harper was like, that's not a bucket. I'm like, sorry, baby. It was a rough go for me. So that sucked, but made it out alive.
That's good, man. Live to fight another day.
Live to fight another day. A couple shout-outs. Ty Dillon and Ty Gibbs in the final round. Ty Dillon's team, Chris Rice, just come running down at the end of the race. We were pitted next to him. They were pumped up. This is a big shot in the arm for a small team. They were the last seed. I know people probably want to poo-poo on it, but a team that's probably not going to make a deep playoff run. This is the excitement of a playoff for them. And if you're one of the guys that's going to shit on it, then f*** you.
Mm-hmm.
Last week, cool. Connor Zilich came on the show. Pennies bump.
That's it.
Gets him a W in Dover. A
2
little
weeks in a row.
rainy W in Dover. His first real oval win, would you call it?
He's a dude, man.
He's great.
He's a dude.
And I think everybody now, all the race teams are starting to look at him going, okay, what kind of kid can we get that's going to be able to compete with him for the next 15 years?
I don't know.
Ryan Preece won the New England 900 with Cletus McFarland. Goes to show you that it is about the cars. Or it's about the drivers, not the cars. Mm-hmm. The Crown Vics, man, they really pulled it together up there at Stafford. It was pretty cool. He beat Greg Biffle. Then he wrecked us the last lap at Dover. So
who won that? Was it Kings Royal?
Kings Royal was.
So there's $100,000 to win show Wednesday night. Or
I
Thursday
know who
night.
it was, and then you asked me, and I don't know. Pennsylvania kid, 39.
So is the Kings Royal a combo high limits in a World of Outlaw race?
Kings Royal is a World of Outlaw race, but Anthony Macri, Pennsylvania kid, small team. It's he's not a small team, but he's a Pennsylvania guy and PA posse.
Yeah.
And it was really cool to watch. I watched it on my way home from Bowman Gray on Saturday. I turned it on, Dirt Vision. So I think the Kings Royal is like a little bit like the Knoxville Nationals, where it's a World Outlaw race, but everybody's kind of invited, and there's a lot of stuff that goes into like merch trailers and pay. I don't understand. I do know there was a lot of shade getting thrown.
I was texting Larson earlier.
Larson does what Larson does. It puts people in bad spots.
He makes people lift.
David Gravel was like fed up with it, and I think there's some friction there because David Gravel's like a World Outlaw guy, and they're all High Limits guys. High Limits guys had a bad weekend though. Damn, Brad Sweet ended up in the hospital. Tyler Courtney ended up in the hospital. The other guy with the mullet ended up in the hospital. So it was, dude. Brad Sweet's wreck. You see that? I'll show it to you. Holy. But I think there was some shade thrown back and forth where Kyle Larson was like, "Oh, David's just not used to racing against the best every night. We're working on that contract." And then David Gravel was like, "Yeah, you guys are the best three. You guys are in the hospital now for that reason." Like I think there was some stuff going on like that. So a lot of sprint car drama. And sprint car guys are really good at throwing condescending remarks.
I love the way you handle business in 2025 too. Is you just subtweet each other. Like that's the best way to talk.
That's it.
I mean, might as well say everything for to get some retweets.
Yeah, it was cool to watch. They had an open red, which is like
you can work on your stuff,
which is cool. A lot to be known by World Outlaws. So they called an open red because those cars can only run so much fuel, and they run on alcohol. So if a race runs too many caution laps, they throw a red flag, and you got to go fuel your car. They say, "Hey, we understand these guys are racers, and they're going to figure out a way to cheat. So instead of trying to get them to not cheat, not do something else, we just open it up. You can change whatever you want. Open red. Go ahead. Figure it out." And they get like 3 minutes or something. It was cool because I was watching Paul Silva talk to Kyle Larson about what they need to do with their car. And they went to Anthony Macri's crew chief, and they have a right rear Jacobs ladder is what holds the whole rear suspension together. And they asked him after, and he's like, "I don't know. He hit the fence or Jacobs ladder bent. I don't know if it's going to hang on." And he planted it in the fence again with the right rear, but he was able to hold everybody off. And, man, the restarts on those things are crazy.
Those cars are nuts. They're super exciting to watch, too. You ought to go check them out.
They are. That's it. That's all we got.
Brickyard 400 this week.
Oh, buddy. My favorite race of the year.
Is it?
It's like, it's like one of the most prestige. I love that place. I don't know.
That place is cool.
Maybe I make it more than it is, but it is one of my favorite races.
It's pretty cool.
It's one that's eluded me. We should have won it last year with the 12 car.
Special place. I believe I'm going to fly up race day. See the sights. See what's going on.
Well, make sure you buy a flight this time.
Well, no, I think I'm going to have to just hitchhike my way on up there. Copy. Well, appreciate you guys each and every week, as you know. Keep sending your questions over to #Penny for your thoughts on X or Instagram. Y'all keep being awesome. Keep tuning in to Stacking Pennies. And we got some spare change for you on Thursdays. Don't miss that. Y'all have a great week. Corey LaJoie alongside Ryan Flores. Goodbye.